Could this playable race be a long-lost cousin of the gelatinous cube? GameMasters here, and while we don't have the exact stats and description for the Plasmoid as it will appear in Spelljammer, we did get a sneak peek at it from the Unearthed Arcana Travelers of the Multiverse, and it's a good bet that they won't see too much of a variation from that version. Plasmoids are amorphous beings that don't exactly adhere to any specific shape. In their natural and restful state, they are somewhat blobbish, just kind of a mound of, well, plasma. When they're out in the presence of other beings, however, sometimes in an attempt to blend in, they'll morph into a similar shape. Around humans, they'll form into general human-sized shape, complete with, head, limbs, and if in, say, the presence of a dwarf, they would morph into somewhat of a similar size. They eat by kind of placing a part of themselves over the item and absorbing it via osmosis. And yeah, when, they gotta go, they go via tiny little pores. Through another set of tiny pores, they absorb oxygen. While they have no bones, their plasma limbs can grab and manipulate tools, weapons, and other objects. Most of the time, plasmoids are a gray. But check this out, and this is really cool. They can actually alter their color by absorbing different colors of dyes and pigments through their pores. If they want to shift to a redder shade, they'll simply osmose into some red roses, perhaps some cochineals, or even some red dye number 2. They don't have organs of a typical nature, though they do have nerves called ganglia clustered within their bodies, and they can cause their outer layers to stiffen in order to maintain a humanoid shape, which in turn allows them to wear clothes, which can, again, overall increase their armor class. They speak by forcing air out of tubular cavities that constrict to produce sound. When playing a Plasmoid, you will be increasing one of your ability scores by 2 and another one by 1, or you can increase 3 different ability scores by 1. When playing as a Plasmoid, you will also have the following racial traits. Your creature type is an OOZE. You are medium or small in size. You have a walking speed of 30 feet. You are amorphous. You can squeeze through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide, provided you're wearing and carrying nothing. You also have advantage on ability checks you make to initiate or escape a grapple. You have dark vision and can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. You discern colors in that darkness only as various shades of gray. You can hold your breath for 1 hour. You have a natural resistance to acid and poison, and you have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. If you are not incapacitated, you can reshape your body to give yourself a head, 1 or 2 arms, 1 or 2 legs, makeshift hands and feet, or you can revert to a limbless blob. As a bonus action, you can extrude a pseudopod that is up to 6 inches wide and 10 feet or long, and reabsorb it into your body. You can use this pseudopod to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour out the contents of said container. The pseudopod can't attack, activate magic items, or carry really more than 10 pounds. While I have serious doubts that the Plasmoid has any actual relation to a gelatinous cube, I might just make an unwritten rule in my campaign that it might be a possibility. I'm pretty excited to see exactly how the Plasmoid shapes up in the official release of Spelljammer, and if you'd like to see how it develops, be sure to bookmark this playlist. When we get our review copy in, this is going to be among one of the first things I check out. Is this playable race one that you would ever try? Let me know in the comments below, and until next our paths cross, may no one step on your pseudopod while you sleep.